nuts. I just hate it when my Nintendo doesn't want to work. We've all experienced that. We've blown into it thousands of times trying to get it to work. So what I'm gonna do here is I was digging in my junk drawer the other night and found my old Droid. This phone's kind of a nice phone. I actually really like this phone a lot. It has an HDMI out and a sliding keyboard, which is kind of nice. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this old phone into an Android / Nintendo. So what we got is an HDMI output cord. So we're going to hook up the mini to the full-size HDMI to the TV. We also have a Nintendo Wii controller. We're going to hook that up to the phone so I can sit on the couch and play the game. This is going to work for you if you just want Nintendo games on the phone. So you could play at work, you could play on the toilet, do all that fun stuff. And if you didn't have an HDMI output, it's still going to work on your Droid. You could still hook up the controller, just not to the TV. So what we're going to need is a memory card. Almost every smartphone has one of those nowadays. And a computer. TV optional if you have HDMI. So minimal. Droid, computer. Pretty much all you really need to do is to play Nintendo on your phone. You do this with an old phone, new phone, phone. I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff set up and go from there, guys. Well, when I said some stuff set up, I guess all I really needed to do at this point was plug the HDMI into the back of the computer. So what I want to do is we're going to get the Wii controller hooked up. We're going to have to download an app for that. I'm going to try to get that put in the description. And also an emulator, we're going to have to try to get that put in the description too for you. And I'm going to show you that a little bit more too. All I'm doing is plugging in my phone to the TV. As you can see, it comes up here on the screen. So hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better than trying to look at this screen. So follow along where you guys hopefully can look at the big screen. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit mirror display. We're going to go into our Google Play Store. And I already have it set up on the simple Wii controller. You can just search this in your search bar up here in the top corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit install. Accept, yada yada yada. Let him load. So this one's kind of nice, kind of easy. There are other Wii controller apps, but we're just going to hit open here. This one pops up and it has a little message here. It says, hey, we need to change it in our settings, and that's going to be like the phone settings. I'm just going to go ahead and hit OK right now. It brings up, says, hey, what input do you want to use? Down here it says simple Wii controller. We're going to go ahead and check mark on that. There we go. It says some other crud. We're just going to hit OK. Now that's good to go. We're going to go ahead and go back. Now we're back at our little simple Wii controller app. We're going to hit connect controller. It pops up and it says press 1 and 2. So press 1 and 2. Let's see here. Oh, we got one button lit up on the bottom of our controller. Let's see here. I think there's something we need to do. On the top here, select simple Wii controller. There we go. We need to change the input method, so we're going to go ahead and select the controller. That should be selected. Now if we push buttons, something's happening, but I don't know if that's working right. It's doing something weird, but hey, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but it's taking an input from that. I'm going to go ahead and close that down. Well, a little update on the app here. All I ended up doing was closing the app, restarting the app, and it's working somewhat normal now. Now whenever I push a button, it detects the button and it shows that we're pushing B, which is the trigger. It doesn't put it on the display right, because if I push number 2, it says we're pushing 2, but the location isn't right. I'm going to take that and run with it. It's picking up the fact that I am pushing buttons, and that's all I really care about. Now let's move on to the next part. So, I went ahead and just typed in NES Emulator. This is the first one it brought me up to. We're just going to go ahead and hit install. Go ahead and accept, let it do its thing. One thing that's nice is these are fairly small programs, so they don't take forever to install. Well, that's just about done. Let's see here. Any day. There we go. We're going to go ahead and hit open on this now. It's going to bring up our emulator. Maybe. Now what it's going to pop up is it's saying here is no ROMs are found. Now what that is it's the game. It's Zelda. It's whatever game that you have. So that's where our computer comes in play and our memory chip. let's go ahead and get some ROMs downloaded onto our memory chip, reload the emulator, and go from there, guys. Okay, so this is the web page. There are others that I've been getting the ROMs from. I'll put a link in the description. If one thing that is weird about this page, but that is really nice about this page, is if you keep scrolling down on this bottom page, it says how to use emulators on your computer / other stuff. Watch this video. Please watch this video. It shows you their web page. I'm going to fly over it. I'm not going to really explain any of it because the video does an excellent job of it. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to move over here to the left hand side. We're going to click on this little game button. Loads up our screen. We're going to scroll down here. It says, hey, what kind of ROMs do you want? There are thousands and thousands of different ROMs for different games. I'm going with straight up NES Nintendo. There's this. Now you can search by titles, by names, by alphabet. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here just to most downloaded, and I'm going to pick Super Mario Brothers. I'm not picking anything else. So we're going right here. Go ahead and find our little link, download links. And like I said, I mean, I am doing it the way that they show you, but they actually explain what's going on. So please, like I said, please watch that video. Because, you know, you could click on something and download who knows what. So I think this is our last little setup there. We're going to click download. Hopefully it pops up. There we go. I'm going to hit save folder. I hit OK. Down in the, or up here in the top right corner, we have our little downloads thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit open containing folder. We're going to go right here and look it up here. We have Pac-Man and Donkey Kong already on there, but on the memory chip we have nothing. I'm doing this from scratch for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and we have our Super Mario Brothers. I'm going to close our internet here. Right here on the left hand side is our autoplay for the memory chip. I'm going to hit open. It pops up to an empty SD card. So I'm just going to drag and drop this whole entire folder onto my SD card. Put my little cover back on. So hopefully the SD card's working. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on our emulator. It did its little thing and it found Mario that we just got off the laptop. I'm going to go ahead and hit Mario. Let's see what happens. Hit load. So you could play it like so, which is nice because if you are using your phone, your fingers are out of the way. You can always rotate it on the side, and you can kind of just work around it. So let's just see here just for a quick second. We're going to hit start, and let's see. Do I have the volume on my phone turned down? No, maybe on the TV. No, I don't know where my sound's at. Maybe that's in the settings. We'll have to play with that. Let's hit start. Start again. Oh, we have just no sound in the menu. So I'm going to turn down this a little bit for you guys. So, we are playing Mario on our phone. No more having to blow into the cartridges. So like I said, if you aren't worried about hooking it up to your TV, or if you're not worried about hooking it up to the Wii controller, this is a way to do it just for the emulators and the ROMs and all that fun stuff. Well, you can play at work, you can play on the airplane, you can play any Nintendo game you want. Just rinse and repeat those steps. So for now, I'm going to do a little bit of science, make sure that I can get this to work right, and I'm back. So the funny thing about all this is I hadn't installed everything just to show you guys this video. I just wanted to go back through it all and make sure I should know what I'm doing before I try to show you guys. So in order to get the controller working, you have to make sure that our other app is running and that the controller is synced to it, and we had the inputs popping up. So if we just tap our screen here, it brings back up our little interface. And we're running out of time, but I'm not worried about that. In the top right hand corner you have the menu settings, and we're going to go to game settings here. Now we're going to go ahead and do the general one right there. This actually has a lot of fun options. This is one I kind of want to play with. It looks like you can control it with another phone over Wi-Fi as a remote substitute. I'm not going to worry about that for now though. down here at the bottom, these are kind of the three things that I'm worried about. The first one is you need to select the input method. You need to make sure that it is still on this simple controller. A minute ago it wasn't and wanted to go onto the default keyboard. So now that I have it on the simple controller, go ahead and go back up. You can go to Wiimote setting, the select profile button, and that brings up PS3 option. I don't know, maybe a PS3 controller. And a few others. You could do a default, a new, and a Wiimote. So that's the one I have selected. And out of the box, it actually knew what I wanted it to do here. But if you wanted to edit it, you can. You can hit edit profile, and that will allow you to change the key mappings. So up is up, down is down, and you can flip-flop that if you really wanted to. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to hit up. And while you're holding the controller, I'm going to push up. And it took that as a acceptable command, so thumbs up. Let me go ahead and go back a few more times here. Back to our game, and hopefully our controller works. Look at that, guys. We are in the money. The funny thing is it duplicates the screen, but no big deal. You're going to be sitting on the couch, laying back with your wireless controller. One upgrade from the Nintendo is I can go wherever I want. I got no wires. Well, guys, like always, thanks for watching. I hope that you had fun with this one. A little different, but it's still video games. I had fun making this one. This one was actually kind of fun to do. So, well, I'm going to enjoy some Mario. And see you on the next one. And one thing, actually, I do want to apologize, guys. I noticed this towards the end of filming here, that the whenever I was changing screens here, the TV, the feedback was really screwing up the camera. And so I do apologize for that. But I did watch all the footage, and I think I got the point across. I'm going to put the links for the stuff you need to know, and see you guys on the next one.